Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay, and with me is VC Pramod with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister addresses Yuva Shivir organized by Sri Swaminarayan Temple in Vadodara, says constant character building in every generation is the basis of every society. Mr. Modi says from software to space, India is emerging as a country ready for a new future. New Delhi expresses concern over global food insecurity, says India will play its due role in advancing global food security. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to participate in BRICS Ministers of Foreign Affairs meeting virtually today. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur delivers keynote address on India, the content hub of the world, at India Forum in Cannes. Special NIA court in Delhi convicts Yasin Malik in a terror funding case. Over 6.6 lakh people affected in the current wave of floods in Assam. Orange alert issued in 12 districts of Kerala for isolated heavy to very heavy rain. Indian men's compound team stuns host South Korea to enter Archery World Cup Stage 2 final. Women's team win bronze. In hockey, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh entered the semi-finals of Sub-Junior Women National Championship. And in IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore to lock horns with Gujarat Titans at the Wankhede Stadium this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed Yuva Shivir at Kareli Bog at Vadodara in Gujarat through video conferencing a short while ago. Sri Swaminarayan Temple of Kundal Dham and Sri Swaminarayan Temple at Kareli Bog and Vadodara organized the Shivir. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said India is the new hope of the world today amidst the global turmoil. Mr. Modi said that today we are taking a collective resolve for making efforts to build a new India. He said that the world is looking towards India with a new hope for a peace in the midst of global unrest and conflicts. He said that a new India is with a new identity and forward-looking with ancient traditions. Mr. Modi said constant character building in every generation is the basis of every society. He said that such a new India should give direction to the entire mankind.
हमारे लिए संस्कार का अर्थ है शिक्षा, सेवा और संवेदनशीलता। हमारे लिए संस्कार का अर्थ है समर्पण, संकल्प और सामर्थ्य। हम अपना उत्थान करें, लेकिन हमारा उत्थान दूसरों के कल्याण का भी माध्यम बने। हम सफलता के शिखरों को छुएं, लेकिन हमारी सफलता सबकी सेवा का भी जरिया बने।
Mr. Modi said that we are showing the path of yoga and the power of Ayurveda to the entire humanity. He said that we are emerging as a nation looking forward to a new future from software to space.
हम पूरी मानवता को योग का रास्ता दिखा रहे हैं, आयुर्वेद की ताकत से परिचित करवा रहे हैं। हम सॉफ्टवेयर से लेकर स्पेस तक एक नए भविष्य के लिए तत्पर देश के रूप में उभर रहे हैं।
Mr. Modi said that from delivering vaccines and medicines to the world in the midst of the corona crisis, we have created hope of a self-reliant India amid scattered supply chains.
कोरोना काल के संकट के बीच दुनिया को वैक्सीन और दवाइयां पहुंचाने से लेकर बिखरी हुई सप्लाई चेन्स के बीच आत्मनिर्भर भारत की उम्मीद तक वैश्विक अशांति और संघर्षों के बीच शांति के लिए एक सामर्थ्यवान राष्ट्र की भूमिका तक भारत आज दुनिया की नई उम्मीद है।
Praising the Swaminarayan temples and the saints for organizing the Sanskar Abhyuday Shivir, Prime Minister Modi said that it will bring the Abhyuday of a culture and a nation. He said that the aim and impact of the Shivir will glow in the presence of the saints. He said that this Shivir has been organized at a time when the nation is celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
ये संस्कार अभ्युदय शिविर हमारे युवाओं के अभ्युदय के प्रयास के साथ ही हमारे समाज के अभ्युदय का भी एक स्वाभाविक पवित्र अभियान है। ये प्रयास है हमारी पहचान और गौरव के अभ्युदय का, हमारे राष्ट्र के अभ्युदय का। मुझे विश्वास है और मेरे युवा साथी जब इस शिविर से जाएंगे तो वो अपने भीतर एक नई ऊर्जा महसूस करेंगे, एक नई स्पष्टता और नवचेतना का संचार अनुभव करेंगे। मैं आप सभी को इस नव आरंभ के लिए, नव संकल्प के लिए बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं।
Sri Swaminarayan Temple, Kundal Dham and Sri Swaminarayan Temple, Kareli Bog organized the Shivir in Vadodara. The Shivir aims to involve more youth in social service and towards nation building through initiatives like Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, Atmanirbhar Bharat and Swachh Bharat. Shri Gyanji Vandas of Swaminarayan Temple, Member of Parliament and State BJP President C.R. Patel, Minister of Gujarat Government Manisha Ben Vakil were present on the occasion.
India has expressed concern over global food insecurity and underlined need of collective work to alleviate sufferings of most affected. Addressing a high-level ministerial meeting on global food security call to action in New York, Minister of State for External Affairs V. Muralidharan said that COVID-19 pandemic and the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine have impacted the developing countries with spiraling energy and commodity prices and disruption in global logistical supply chains. Mr. Muralidharan pointed out that the global report on food crisis and said, according to the 2022 report, 139 million people had suffered across the world from conflict-induced acute food insecurity. He said India will play its due role in advancing global food security, in which it will uphold equity, display compassion and promote social justice. In view of the deteriorating humanitarian situation in Afghanistan, India is donating 50,000 metric tons of wheat to the people of Afghanistan. He said India has continued its humanitarian support for Myanmar, including a grant of 10,000 tons of rice and wheat. The minister said India is also assisting Sri Lanka, including it with food assistance during these difficult times. President Ram Nath Kovind has reached Kingstown in St. Vincent and the Grenadines after concluding his 3-day visit to Jamaica. President Kovind was received by Governor-General Dame Susan Daugan at the airport. India and St. Vincent and the Grenadines enjoy cordial relations and interact actively in various international forums, including the United Nations and the Commonwealth. More details in this report by our correspondent who is covering the President's visit.
The visit of President Kovind is significant for many reasons. Apart from signing of MOUs, President Kovind will address the Parliament of St. Vincent and Grenadines. Culturally and historically also, India is connected to St. Vincent and Grenadines. Persons of Indian origins had come to the island nation in 19th century as indentured laborers. The descendants of those persons now form an important part of the local community. This first ever head of state visit to St. Vincent and Grenadines shows India's commitment to work with small island developing countries. Arun Kumar Singh from Kingstown for All India Radio News.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will participate in the BRICS Ministers of Foreign Affairs meeting today. China will host the meeting through video conferencing. The meeting will be hosted by China's State Councillor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Along with Dr. S. Jaishankar, the meeting will be attended by South Africa's Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Naledi Pandor, Brazil's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Carlos Alberto Franco Franca, and Russia's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sergei Lavrov. The meeting will prepare the ground for the 14th BRICS Summit. Chinese Foreign Ministry said China, as the BRICS chair, looks forward to enhancing communication and coordination with fellow BRICS partners on the new challenges of the current international situation and major international and regional issues. India handed over the BRICS chairmanship to China in January 2022. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur delivered his keynote address at India Forum on the topic India, the Content Hub of the World at the Cannes Film Festival today. He said India's red carpet presence captured the diversity of its cinematic excellence, not only in the terms of representation of actors and filmmakers from various languages and regions, but also the OTT platforms.
The celebration of India at Cannes and the recognition of our cinematic excellence the world over is set to manifest the country into the content hub of the world. Today, the flavor, the choice and narrative has shifted from the Eden in the west and settled in the east. India's journey has been beautifully captured and narrated through cinema. Indian cinema has played a crucial role and portrayed our fight for independence, be it through turbulent times and in our triumphs. Today, the media and entertainment sector in India is a significant contributor not only to the creative economy but also for projecting India's soft power abroad.
The I&B minister said India's journey has been beautifully captured and narrated through cinema. He said today media and entertainment sector in India is a significant contributor not only to the creative economy but also of projecting India's soft power abroad.
I stand before you honored to represent a civilization that is more than 6,000 years old. It's a great honor that India has been chosen as the country of honor at Marché du Films at the Cannes Film Festival. India and France are also celebrating the 75 years of their diplomatic ties. Cannes is also celebrating the 75th year. Over the years, Festival de Cannes has played a significant role in strengthening Indo-French relations. Indian content has been ruling the hearts and minds of the global audience, and the stepping stone was laid by bestowing the Palme d'Or to the prolific Indian filmmaker Chetan Anand's film Neecha Nagar in 1946.
Mr. Thakur inaugurated the India Pavilion at Cannes Film Festival in France yesterday. More than 191 crore 79 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Health Ministry said more than 13 lakh 71,000 doses were administered in the last 24 hours. During the same period, 2,364 new cases were reported in the country. India's active caseload currently stands at 15,419 and the recovery rate stands at 98.75%.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister addresses Yuva Shivir organized by Sri Swaminarayan Temple in Vadodara, says constant character building in every generation is the basis of every society. Mr. Modi says from software to space, India is emerging as a country ready for a new future. New Delhi expresses concern over global food insecurity, says India will play its due role in advancing global food security. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to participate in BRICS Minister of Foreign Affairs meeting virtually today. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur delivers keynote address on India, the content hub of the world, in Cannes Film Festival. Special NIA court in Delhi convicts Yasin Malik in a terror funding case. Over 6.6 lakh people affected in the current wave of floods in Assam. Orange alert issued in 12 districts of Kerala for isolated heavy to very heavy rain. Indian men's compound team stuns host South Korea to enter Archery World Cup Stage 2 final. Women's team win bronze. In hockey, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh enter the semi-finals of Sub-Junior Women National Championship. And in IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore to lock horns with Gujarat Titans at the Wankhede Stadium this evening. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
कंपटीशन की अगर आप कर रहे हैं तैयारी तो उनके लिए ऑल इंडिया रेडियो पर हम लाए हैं अभ्यास, एक ऐसा कार्यक्रम जिसमें आप पूछेंगे सवाल व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर या फिर ईमेल करेंगे abhyas.airnews@gmail.com पर और हमारे विशेषज्ञ देंगे इसका जवाब। आपका अभ्यास हमारा प्रयास।
Welcome back. You're listening to the Midday News. In Uttar Pradesh, the Commission conducting a videographic survey of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple Gyan Vapi Mosque complex today submitted his report to the court. Advocate Madan Mohan Yadav, who is representing the Hindu side in the case, told AIR that the report carries 1,500 still photographs and 8 memory chips of 32 GB. A total of more than 10 hours of video evidences have been produced in the court by the committee. Special Advocate Commissioner Vishal Singh submitted the report of the survey work carried out on May 14th, 15th and 16th in the court of the District Civil Judge Ravi Kumar Diwakar. Ajay Mishra, who was removed by the court as the Advocate Commissioner, filed a report yesterday on the survey conducted by him on May 6th and 7th. After removing Mishra on May 17th, the court had appointed Vishal Singh as the Special Advocate Commissioner and Ajay Pratap Singh as the Assistant Advocate Commissioner. The reconstituted commission had carried out the survey on May 14th, 15th and 16th. A special National Investigation Agency NIA court in Delhi today convicted Kashmiri separatist leader Yasin Malik in a terror funding case. Finding Malik guilty, the court directed Yasin Malik to submit an affidavit about the details of his financial assessment. The court also directed the NIA to submit a report related to the financial assessment of Malik. The development came after the special NIA judge Praveen Singh had framed charges against Malik and others under Unlawful Activities Prevention Act UAPA in March this year. On May 10th, Malik pleaded guilty to all the charges that were charged against him. The arguments on the quantum of sentence will be heard on the 25th of this month.
In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, J&K police arrested 4 terrorists and an associate today who were involved in a recent grenade attack on a wine shop at Dewan Bagh in Baramulla town on the 17th of this month. One civilian, Ranjit Singh, had died in that terror incident. Kashmir Zone Police, quoting Inspector General of Police, Kashmir Zone, Vijay Kumar, in a tweet said that 4 terrorists and an associate linked with Lashkar-e-Taiba terror outfit have been arrested. 5 pistols, 23 grenades and explosives have also been recovered from their possession. It was further informed that in the tweet that this terror module was involved in several terror incidents in Baramulla. Meanwhile, the investigations initiated in this regard was going on till reports last came in. Further details are awaited. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, District Administration Anantnag has improved civic amenities and ensured development in several areas in the last 2 years. This was stated by District Magistrate Dr. Piyush Singla in an exclusive interview with AIR News. He said road connectivity has been enhanced in far-flung remote areas, especially in places inhabited by the tribal community.
Last 2 years have been major transformational with regard to the ground level development. If we talk about RNB, we have the record macadamization of the roads. If you go left and right in the district, you will not find a road with a pothole. And PMGSY has actually touched the far-flung areas. With regard to the health sector, simultaneously our capacities with regard to the rural health infrastructure has gone significantly high, be it primary health center, be it CHCs, similarly district hospital. I think the push has been unprecedented vis-a-vis equipments, vis-a-vis the availability of ambulances at the doorstep. Simple call from the local villager can actually get the ambulance. So these are the 2 major areas which has got a fill-up. With regard to the other sectors, if we talk about the power sector, the infrastructural strength has been augmented like anything in last 2 years.
The 3 municipal corporations of Delhi will be formally merged on the 22nd of this month. Union Ministry of Home Affairs has issued notification for unification of 3 municipal corporations of Delhi into a single entity. In the notification, the ministry said the Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Act 2022 will come into force from Sunday. With this, the South, the North and East civic municipal bodies in the national capital will merge into one municipal corporation of Delhi. The Parliament passed the Delhi Municipal Corporation Amendment Bill 2022 during the recently concluded budget session. BJP President JP Nadda today said dynastic political parties is a threat to democracy. Mr. Nadda said a political party is an important tool in a democratic arrangement. Speaking at a function in New Delhi, he said BJP is fighting with family-oriented parties in the country, be it PDP, NC in Jammu and Kashmir or TMC in West Bengal or DMK in Tamil Nadu. He said these parties run on the principle of my wish, my laws.
जहां तक डेमोक्रेटिक व्यवस्था का सवाल है, प्रजातांत्रिक व्यवस्था में राजनीतिक दल एक महत्वपूर्ण टूल है, बहुत महत्वपूर्ण उपकरण है और अगर वह स्वस्थ है तो प्रजातंत्र स्वस्थ, अगर वह अस्वस्थ है तो प्रजातंत्र अस्वस्थ है और धीरे धीरे प्रजातांत्रिक व्यवस्थाओं पर आघात पड़ने का प्रयास भी होता है और नतीजा भी इसी प्रकार का निकल करके आता है.
And now let's listen to our special program Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव.
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
In today's episode, we remember the prominent leader of the First War of Indian Independence, Nana Saheb Peshwa II, who was born on the 19th of May 1824 in Bithur, Kanpur district. A Peshwa of the Maratha Empire, Nana Saheb led the independence struggle against the East India Company in Kanpur. He forced the British garrison in Kanpur to surrender, gaining control of Kanpur in 1857.
Nana Saheb's birth name was Nana Govind Dhondu Pant. He, along with his brother, was adopted by Peshwa Baji Rao II, who was childless. Nana Saheb grew up with Tantya Tope and Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. After the death of Peshwa Baji Rao II, the British refused Nana Saheb's rightful claim to be the next Peshwa. Nana Saheb sent his envoy Azimullah Khan to England in 1853 to plead his case with the British government. However, Azimullah Khan was unable to convince the British.
Nana Saheb challenged the British policy and joined forces with the independence activists. In June 1857, Nana Saheb, along with his commander Tatya Tope, captured the British entrenchment at Kanpur. However, within 1 month, the British were successful in recapturing Kanpur by defeating Nana Saheb's forces. The British tried to capture Nana Saheb, but he escaped. With the suppression of the First War of Independence, Nana Saheb was believed to have moved to Nepal. It is not known how, when or where he died. But the valor of Nana Saheb continues to echo through the folklore of the region. We salute the great Indian freedom fighter.
We also remember revolutionary freedom fighter Purna Talukdar, who took part in the Chittagong revolutionary movement. After the Chittagong armory raid, the British Army and the police were trying to arrest the revolutionaries behind the raid. They surrounded the house of Purna Talukdar on 19th of May 1930, where some revolutionaries were believed to have taken shelter. 3 persons attempted to escape, but 2 of them were shot dead. Purna Talukdar, the owner of the house, was one of them. We salute the great man.
Vitthal Das volunteered to take part in a public meeting of volunteers during the civil disobedience movement at Esplanade, Maidan, Mumbai on the 19th of May 1930.
The British police lathi-charged the volunteers to stop them from taking part in the meeting. Vitthal Das was gravely injured in the police lathi-charge. He was taken to a nearby hospital where he was given some first aid. Strong in his will, injured Vitthal Das gathered strength and boarded a train to attend the public meeting at Esplanade Maidan. However, he became unconscious and fell down from the moving train and died before reaching the meeting. We salute the great Indian. Jagi jagi hai dharti sari aur jaga jaga hai ambar, jagi jagi hai nadiyan sari aur jaga jaga hai sagar, jago.
We also remember Martyr Gulab Khan, who took part in the First War of Indian Independence in 1857. He was captured by company troops in the course of their attacks and tried for mutiny against the British Empire. He died in captivity at the Andaman Islands on the 19th of May 1858. We salute the great son of the soil.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
In Parikrama at 4:30 p.m., we will bring a special roundup on unsung heroes of the Indian freedom movement in Veer Gatha. Unsung heroes ki kahani, Akashwani ki zubani at 4:45 p.m.
The Indian men's compound team of Abhishek Verma, Aman Saini and Rajat Chauhan stunned the South Korean team to reach the final of the Archery World Cup 2022 Stage 2 at Gwangju, South Korea. In the semis against host South Korean team in a shoot-off, the Indian team won 29-26. India will face France on Saturday in the final. Meanwhile, Indian women's compound team of Avneet Kaur, Muskan Kirar and Priya Gurjar won a team bronze in the recurve section to take the medals tally to 3 at the World Cup Stage 2. In the bronze medal playoff against Turkey, the Indian team won narrowly 232-231. Haryana and Uttar Pradesh have entered into the semi-finals of the Hockey India Sub-Junior Women's National Championship 2022 in Imphal today. In the first quarter-final match, Haryana beat Mizoram 4-1, while Uttar Pradesh defeated Chandigarh 5-0 in the second quarter-final. In the other quarter-finals, Madhya Pradesh will meet Maharashtra at 4 p.m., while Jharkhand will clash with Punjab at 6 p.m.
In IPL cricket today, Royal Challengers Bangalore will take on Gujarat Titans at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai at 7:30 p.m. Last night, Lucknow Super Giants defeated Kolkata Knight Riders in a nerve-wracking match by 2 runs at the D.Y. Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. In Assam, over 6.6 lakh people are affected by the current wave of floods in the state in 27 districts. Barak Valley, Dima Hasao and Hojai are the worst hit areas. Kachar District Administration has declared that all education institutes and non-essential private institutes shall remain closed for 48 hours from today. Surging water disrupted road and rail communications at several places and damaged infrastructure also. Nearly 8,000 people were evacuated to safer places in the last 24 hours. 6 senior ministers of the state have been deputed to monitor the rescue and relief works at Barak Valley, Dima Hasao and Hojai.
In Kerala, the IMD has issued orange alerts in 12 districts of the state this morning, indicating the possibility of isolated heavy to very heavy rain. Yellow alerts have been issued in the state capital Thiruvananthapuram and Kollam. Many parts of the state received heavy rains last night. At Chengampuranagar and Kochi, about 10 families were shifted to a nearby school as water entered their homes. The shutters of Bhutantaketu Dam were opened this morning, releasing water into the Periyar River. People living along the banks of the river have been asked to remain alert. The southwest monsoon has arrived over Andaman and Nicobar Islands a little earlier than expected. The southwest monsoon has advanced into some more parts of southeast Bay of Bengal and adjoining Andaman Sea. As a result, rain is been observed in most of the places since the last 2 to 3 days. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said India did not have its defence policy before 2014 and the Narendra Modi government showed the world what it means with surgical and air strikes. Addressing an international seminar organized by Delhi University, Mr. Shah said India wants good relations with every country, but it will not compromise with its border. The minister said that from 2014 to 2022, the country has achieved several things and 80 crore people have started considering themselves as part of the country. All India Radio News has crossed yet another milestone in the social media. Its Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts has achieved 3 million followers on the social media platform. And now, before I end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister addresses Yuva Shivir organized by Sri Swaminarayan Temple in Vadodara says constant character building in every generation is the basis of every society. Mr. Modi says from software to space, India is emerging as a country ready for a new future. New Delhi expresses concern over global food insecurity, says India will play its due role in advancing global food security. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to participate in BRICS Ministers of Foreign Affairs meeting virtually today. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur delivers keynote address on India, the content hub of the world at Cannes Film Festival. Special NIA court in Delhi convicts Yasin Malik in a terror funding case. Over 6.6 lakh people affected in current wave of floods in Assam. Orange alert issued in 12 districts of Kerala for isolated heavy to very heavy rain. Indian men's compound team stuns hosts South Korea to enter Archery World Cup Stage 2 final. Women's team win bronze. And in IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore to lock horns with Gujarat Titans at the Wankhede Stadium this evening. And with that, we end the Midday News.